let's get straight into the tea. Y'all know what happened with Megan the horse? She okay. Let me break it down for y'all bitches who don't know shit. She beat up what's that singer? The one who think he better than everybody but he went bald? Child, I gotta catch back up on his music. Well, whatever, yeah, the little short boy, she beat him up and come to find out they both ladybugs. See, the story is Megan is really a man and he's a ladybug and they was dating on the low. They got into a fight and Megan started beating him up, so he shot her. Girl, he shot her.
I know you see me on the television. I know you see me on the YouTube.
But you don't know me in real life, little homie. You better play it cool.
Love you, cousin Tripp.
If you don't like me, then do somebody. You mad about it, then do somebody. You broke nigga, then do somebody. You ain't getting bitches, then do somebody. Do somebody. Do somebody. Do somebody. Boy, you better do somebody. What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite cousin Tripp, and I'm back with another banger. 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 Y'all already know what time it is, man. Before we get into this, go ahead and thumbs up this video, man, because you already know we about to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? This video, yeah, and I just had a lot on my mind. There's a lot going on in social media world, these celebrities tripping and everything is going crazy right now, you know. But I wanted to break down some things, you know, and some emotions I've been feeling about what's happening. Let me take a sip of this, man, because this is just Now, I know if y'all seen my last video, you know what I'm saying, and all y'all before we get into this, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all Tay monsters or whatever they call them. Tay monsters, Tamartians, Tamarians, whatever y'all call yourselves. You know, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a disclaimer before I even get into this. You know, depression is real. You know what I'm saying? Depression is real, and you know, suicide, I can't even speak on it because I don't understand it. You know, for me, I'm a man of faith. Like I said, I just can't do it because in my heart, I feel like it's selfish for me to take my own life and leave my family with that type of pain, you know, but that's just me. Now, I don't know what else anybody else got going on where they feel like, you know, they rather be gone than living. You know, that's on them, but the 911 call has been released with Tamar's boyfriend, dick whatever they've been doing. You know, if y'all haven't heard this 911 call, look it up. It's on YouTube. I want y'all to hear exactly what he's saying. Now, the family had some questions raised when they heard the 911 call, and after listening to the call, I felt some type of way about it. You know, David, the African man that's been dicking Tamar down for the past couple years, I guess, you know, he placed the call to 911, and the call is kind of sketchy to me. You know, for one, he's calm in the beginning. He's like, yo, my girlfriend, you know, she's late. She won't wake up. You know, and the operator was like, you know, we'll try to wake her up. Did you shake her? You know, is she asleep? Oh, no, she was drinking earlier today, and I think she took some pills. She's been depressed, and she took some depressing pills. And now she won't wake up. And then where it gets real sketchy, he starts going into detail, you know, yeah, she's been, you know, so this doggone network, man, it's WeTV. You know, the WeTV is the reason why she did this, man. I don't know why she can't be. And then this fake cry comes out, you know, and you know these African people, they ain't in entertainment and stuff like that. They don't have the acting bug. It was so fake to me. You know, and this is the thing. You know, I love Tamar. I think she's talented, you know. And the whole thing about, you know, her putting a slave on, you know, her Twitter page and, you know, leaving suicide notes talking about she can't be herself. She can't do this. This is the thing with Tamar Braxton to me. You know, you signed up for this. You knew what it was, and you talking about they portraying you a certain way. They can't use what you don't give them. You know, if you acting a fool in the clips and cussing out people and dogging your sisters and acting like an angry black woman, what you think they gonna use? This is a production company and they gonna use what they can to get the views. Just like anybody else. But then, to go and bash the network, you know, first y'all, and I'm not saying the networks don't exploit people, you know, but what I'm saying is they can't use what you don't give them. If you go on a show and you know the cameras is rolling and you acting a damn fool, how can you blame them for using that footage? Only put out what you want to be put out into the world. You know, she talk about they, you know, destroying her image and this and that, and, you know, she looking like this and looking like that. Ever since the Braxton's family came on, Tamar has been the one that's been over the top. You know what I'm saying? Arguing with her sisters, hating and doing all types of crazy nonsense. Everybody else been cool. The whole show has been pretty much focused around Tamar Braxton and her endeavors. And, you know, this is the thing. You can't complain about a network. You know, I know that they went on strike or they said they wasn't going to film no more the Braxton Family Values. Then they came back for another season. So in my mind, I'm thinking maybe y'all worked out something. You know, you getting what you want from them. And then you go and start bashing WeTV again. But then you sign another deal to do another show with the same network that you claim has been, you know, misusing your image and portraying you in a bad light. Why do you keep signing deals with a network that you feel like doesn't put you in the right light? You know, this is the thing with Tamar that I believe. I believe that, you know, and she has her gripes, you know, she want to get paid like the Kardashians. For one, WeTV ain't ETV. And sorry, y'all ain't the Kardashians. You know, I love Tamar. I love Tony, Trina, and Tasha, and all the T's that y'all got in y'all family. I love y'all all. You know, but y'all not as interesting as the Kardashians. And it ain't got nothing to do with black, white, green, yellow, purple. It just is what it is. You know, you trying to keep up with the Kardashians. And then I hear they staying in the Ritz-Carlton, paying $25,000 a month for a place. When you obviously having financial issues, you know. See, a lot of this stuff that's coming around on Tamar is karma. You know, when she was with Vince, she was living it up, talking down on her sisters. You know, she was just living the high life. Once that ended, you know, it wasn't the same no more. You know, now you back to, you know, and you want to be this big superstar and this and that, but it just don't never get, you just not happy where you at. You know what I'm saying? You can't be Beyonce. You can't be Tony Braxton. Mariah, you can't be her. You Tamar. You know, and I know you can sing and all of this and all of that. That's fine and dandy. But it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I think she want her career to be more than what it is. She wants to be that big singing superstar, but it just, you know, she got her fan base, you know, Tay people, but you know, she gets disappointed when her album sales don't do how other people's do. You know, her shows ain't perceived the way she want them to be perceived. She get fired from this job. The thing is, you know, I understand depression and things like that, but you got to know your blessings and count your blessings. You know, for one, you got the opportunity to have several television shows that other people don't even have the opportunity to have. I mean, she done had, what, since she came out, about 4 or 5 shows. You know what I'm saying? She got fired from one, you know what I'm saying? All the rumors and everything that everybody's saying about you, it can't always be somebody else. You got to look in the mirror at some point. You know, and taking your life because WeTV is a bad deal and leaving your child behind here, I don't respect that. You a God-fearing woman. Your mother is a God-fearing. Your father was a pastor. That's when you dig into that faith. And you figure some things out. If you don't like the way they portray you, stop doing the deals, but you're doing them because you want money. And you want to stay relevant. You want to stay in the public's eye. Sometimes you got to fall back from all that. You know, be humble. Instead of paying $25,000 a month, get you a nice place where you paying $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Or $5,000 a month for rent. I know it ain't the fabulous life, but that's better than a lot of people doing. You got to come down to reality a little bit. You know, if you really want to change, you got to start with yourself. You know, now I'm hearing that she wasn't even really the one upset about the stuff. Her boyfriend, David, was upset about the way he was looking on the show. And for him to be some financial guru and things like that, why are you letting your girl rent a place for $25,000 a month in a hotel? Make that make sense to me. I feel like it was a stunt. You know what I mean? I feel like the whole thing was a stunt that Todd set up for them to come to you with the bullshit. It was a stunt. And you know, I'm not saying that she's not depressed, because she probably is. But, you know, trying to force WeTV to let you out of a contract because you don't like the way you've been betrayed, or David don't like the way he betrayed, or whatever the case may be, you know, trying to say, because if, can't nobody release this now, because now if they release it, WeTV look bad for releasing some footage of somebody who tried to kill themselves because they don't like it. Tamar, you're going to have to get it together, sweetie. I promise you, you know. And now they talking about they might, you know, be taking the baby. And letting the baby go stay with Vince because something ain't right up here. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right up there. In the brain, in the cranium. For you to even do something like this. You know, if it wasn't a stunt, something ain't right. You trying to kill yourself over a television deal? Because they using footage that you put out there, that you filmed? And what you feel like you got to turn up or they won't like you? Stop acting the fool on camera. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep up with the Kardashians. Let the Kardashians be the Kardashians been on for 18 something seasons. I don't know. You know, this is just my opinion. And, you know, I don't want none of y'all coming in there talking about blah, 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 do. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I feel about it. I'm very intuitive. And I got a great heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. But, you know, you got to call a spade a spade. You know, you can't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? I hope she gets well. I hope she be in prayer and stay in all our prayers. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was hurt for a couple days when I heard the news about Tamar. You know? It's just something that I just don't want to see happen. But if this is a stunt, you done lost even more respect. You know what I'm saying? From me. Speaking of the Kardashians, you know, Kanye West went on a Twitter rant, putting all the business out there, you know, calling the mother, you know, the dictator of North Korea, and, you know, saying they white supremacists, and, you know, talking about, you know, he almost aborted North, and, you know, his wife, you know, was doing something with Meek Mill and calling out their friends, and just went on this crazy ass Twitter rant putting all their family business out there. And let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all can say what y'all want about the Kardashians. You know, a lot of y'all talk about her being a hoe and doing this when y'all fucking way more people in your neighborhood for less money. You know, the same things y'all bash Kim about, y'all subscribing to on OnlyFans. Except for they made their whole family rich off of it, and y'all only making enough money to, you know, to afford your little raggedy ass apartment and, you know, in Bankhead. And to go to Miami for gay pride. And stay at the Holiday Inn. Y'all got enough money for that. You know, y'all talking about her, you know, posing naked for Playboy. That's Playboy. Playboy? Y'all is naked on the gram for 20 likes. She got paid for hers. How much you got paid for yours? You know, y'all want to judge people and criticize people for what they do and this and that. You know what I'm saying? When y'all doing the same thing and worse. I don't care who she been with and slept with. You know what I'm saying? She a rich, beautiful girl in Hollywood. Of course, people gonna try to holler at her. If she's single, she can talk to who she want to. If it don't work, leave it alone. My issue with what Kanye did was you betrayed trust there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they do share a lot with the world because that's their life. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that some things that they do keep private. Like, I don't think Kim is exploiting everything that she probably has to deal with living in the house with Kanye West. If y'all think y'all got to deal with it every once in a while when he go on a Twitter rant, when he about to drop an album or you want to do some crazy shit, imagine living with him and dealing with that. You know, and then you got 4 kids that you got to worry about, you know, what he telling the kids and what he putting into their brains and things like that. Innocent kids that don't know nothing about that. They just want their daddy. They don't want to hear all that craziness and all of this and, you know, what's going on. He was wrong for putting that business out there about North because that was something that if Kim and then wanted to talk to her about when she was older, that should have been their choice together. Not something that you share with the world on social media that she can go pull up, you know, later and find out, yo, damn. Yeah, I could have not been here. And the thing is, you know, when you go and start talking bad about people, family members and things like that, that changes the dynamics of the family. Because how you know Chris and them gonna want to be around you or trust you now? You know, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I share things with my, you know, my significant other, about my family, how I felt about my family, my mother, my cousins, and the times we get into an argument or things get rocky, you go on social media and bash my family, it's a problem there. That's a big problem. I've been seeing Kim hold Kanye down all through his little craziness and stuff. She go on social media and defend him and, oh, people don't understand. He's this and that. You know, people just want to tear people down. You know, y'all hate the Kardashians so much for whatever reasons I don't understand. You know, they stole from black culture. They did this or they, you know, doing it to black men. They got cursed and they be eating people's booty or whatever y'all want to, you know, want to say about the Kardashians. They got these black men. All y'all saying is that the black man is weak and they letting some white people run them. But, you know, can't stop a crackhead from smoking crack, Lamar. He was the one sucking on the pipe. You know, it ain't work out with her and Reggie or whatever. You know, sometimes things don't happen. Would y'all rather some people who hate black people? Do y'all rather the white people that hate black people, the Karens and things like that? But when you do get some people who do, you know, like the black culture and love black men, y'all hate on that. Y'all, it's confusing to me. Which one do you want? Karen or Kim? You let me know in the comments down below. Which one would you prefer? The Karen, the one that's calling the police on the black people because they sitting on the lawn or riding past in the car? Or somebody who loves black people so much that they want to be with them, they want their kids to be them. You know what I'm saying? And they love black culture. Like, What do you want? You know, because racism works both ways. You know, it ain't just black people that's racist against white people, or white people that's racist against black people. It works both ways. It's love unconditional. You know, y'all saying that, you know, don't leave them and this and that. It's love unconditional. When a person stops doing things to make you happy and the relationships become so stressed out, should you stay in it just for public view? Oh, now she didn't divorce Kanye. Let me know. I mean, to me, love is not unconditional. It just ain't. There's conditions to love. You know, we get into a relationship. In the beginning, everything is sweet and lovey and dovey. We in love. We making love every night. You know, you respect me. You know, you ain't cheating. You ain't lying. You know, everything is peaches and cream. Everything is 112. But then things start to change. You become verbally abusive. You become distant. You start having these crazy things going on and this and that, and you're cheating, and you know, you smacked me a couple times. You called me a bitch a couple times. No, I'm not staying through that. I got kids. You affecting them. If I can't help you and we can't get past this, then we need to separate. Because nobody should make you unhappy. You know, you get into a relationship and you get married and you think it's going to be forever and it's going to be sweet. As long as everything good and sweet and lovely, you know, and I'm not talking about the hard times that people going to go through, because you're going to go through hard times. I'm not saying pack up and run and, you know, pack your little bag every time something the road get rough. But when you done tried to work through something and it just ain't working, or somebody has mental issues and they don't want to get help for it, something got to give. You know, especially when you got children involved. A lot of people stay in relationships too long for whatever reasons. You know, maybe financial reasons, or, you know, you feel like you ain't going to be loved again. You'll never find love again, or you scared to leave, or these vows say for better or worse. You know, yeah, but that worst part, you know, that's a tricky word. How worse do it got to get? When a person ain't treating you right, or you ain't happy. See, I was one of them people that stayed in a relationship for way too long when I knew I wasn't happy, because I just wanted to make it work, or I was comfortable, or I could change them, or it's going to get greater later. 4, 5 something years go past and it's still the same and it's getting worse. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Saying all these things about your wife, and you think she done messed around with Meek Mill, and just disrespecting your wife to the world. Like, and y'all up under the comments pumping that up, and y'all act like if Kanye leave Kim or she leave him, that he just gonna magically be back to the old Kanye. His family is probably keeping him tame. Because if he didn't have 4 kids and a wife, ain't no telling what type of tangent Kanye go off on. Everybody know he's not mentally stable. You know, talking about you the man and get out and all of this kind of stuff. But you was just pumping up Trump and all of that stuff before. Now you want to go back and play the black card. And I'm not saying that Kanye is totally crazy and things like that. A lot of stuff he say, you know, do make sense if you really think about it. But when it comes to the family and violating the family and doing all of that kind of stuff, I don't want to have dinner with you. That's your husband, Kim. Y'all can stay over there, you know, and we'll stay over here. You know, so I see you when you ain't around him, or whatever the case may be. And then I'm hearing that she wants to go visit him and be with him, you know, at the ranch. And he not accepting her calls and, you know, ignoring her. But you got all your boys coming up, you know, taking pictures for social media like they there for you. And you mad because she called a doctor and tried to get you some help. That's what a wife's supposed to do. But when you a star like Kanye, you got to want the help. You just can't kidnap somebody and take them to a mental hospital. Especially a Kanye. Y'all think he can be controlled like that? Hey, I wish them the best, you know, but I think they both need to do what they need to do to be happy. If they decide to separate, divorce, or whatever, if Kim feel like this ain't a stable environment for me and the kids, I've tried and Kanye just don't want the help, and she feel like she rather be alone and raise the kids and, you know, let them go visit the ranch or, you know, some supervised thing or whatever the case may be, because I wouldn't even trust them with the kids at this point. Ain't no telling what you're telling North. Yeah, you know, your mama was, she did it to Meek Mill, you know, and I'm not going to let your mama put you in Playboy like your grandma did. You know, like, no, you got to be careful with them kids and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You know, because obviously he wasn't thinking about the kids when he put all that stuff on, you know, Twitter and deleted it. Like, people ain't take screenshots and it ain't going to be in the internet forever for the kids to read. So, yeah, you know, man, it's just been so much going on. You know, this entanglement thing is just blowed up, you know, all over. You know, Will is taking everything in stride, and he's, you know, laughing and getting back to his life. He didn't return back to social media and just being his regular self. He ain't letting everything that social media and Black Twitter and everybody got to say affect him. At least he not showing it. You know, Jada, we still haven't heard from her. You know, but August then put out a song, Entanglement. And he recruited Rick Ross to get on it. Like, Rick, what you getting on it for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just wanted a verse to stay relevant because you knew it was a hot subject and you just wanted people to hear you on it, and you talking about some, you know, willpower and, you know, she jaded, and it's kind of like you dissing Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and you ain't even had nothing to do with it. You know, that's between them. And for August to take a song, do a song after that, now you talking about entanglement is when you laid up in the sheets and all that. Bruh. Now you pushing it. You know, what you trying to, you know, you think the single gonna sell more than your album did? Which is a good album, by the way, but I just feel like all this other stuff is overshadowing it. You like a jaded female, no pun intended. That's something females do. You know, and I understand you know, get over it, man. You a young man. You know, we all been hurt sometime. We all been hurt, but you chose to get into a relationship with a woman that was married too. You know, and you can claim you was sick and, you know, this and that, and you